Hi guys, so welcome back to my live stream and welcome back to the last day of my learning journey to upskill myself in SQL language, which is SQL. I'm super excited that I was able to reach the 100th day. It's so amazing, you don't know I could what could possibly happen or the opportunity I could see from actually learning to upskill myself as a freelance data analyst in the SQL let's upskill I'm super excited. I don't even know what to say. It's just so crazy. I've been trying to learn for the past 100 days to upskill my SQL skills, and today I am the 100. I started this career track, data analyst in SQL career track, and the goal was to learn consistently for the next 100 days, and build a lot of projects and portfolios. And I was able to complete the data analyst in SQL career track with two portfolios. Actually, there's two projects under this SQL career track, which is the analyzing student mental health, and the final project was the analyzing motorcycle part sales. So I've actually completed this, and so far so good. I tried a couple of their certification. I wasn't able to pass it after trying a couple of times, but I was this close. I was like 99.99% close to gaining the certification, which is the technological certification, which is the SQL associate certification, which I have to come back in 8 days to try again. But that is by the way, we are surely going to try again and actually pass the certification. The most important thing and interesting part is that I was able to complete my 100 days challenge. So amazing. And good news, I'll be starting the data analysis in Power BI career track next week. Probably this weekend or anytime next week. I'll be starting the data analysis in Power BI career track also. So I'll be challenging myself also to learn consistently and upskill myself in Power BI for the next 100 days, which is the Power BI. So you want to subscribe right now and put on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I go live and start learning the Power BI part of becoming a data analyst. So let's see how that's. So basically what I just do right now is I'm trying to on the skill, the SQL skill. So I'm trying to solve SQL challenges on this Data Limo website. I'll leave a link to the Data Limo website. You see a lot of these challenges that I can practice and use it to on your SQLs, practice and on your SQL skills, to get your hands dirty. So last on a live stream of day 99, it took me a couple of time trying to solve this histogram of sweet SQL questions, but you can watch that live stream to know how I was able to solve it, and I did some explanation. So you can also check the discussion forum. You see a couple of explanation there also where others are trying to solve the request for you. So getting back to it, so I'm going to probably take the data science skills. I'll just do 2 or more challenges in this live stream to wrap up my 100th day of learning, and after that I'll surely be trying to solve this and probably just live stream it for fun, just for fun also. So I'll also do that. But let's continue. Let me just click on the next one. You can see I'm just 1%. The goal is to solve the whole easy part, which is over 66, which is 66 question, medium part 79 question, and hard part 44 question. So let's get it. You don't know. By the end of it, you may become an SQL guru like me. So let's try this data science skills. So it says given a table of candidates and their skills. So you have a table of candidates and their skills. You are tasked with finding a candidate best suited for an open data science job. You want to find candidates who are proficient in Python, Tableau, and PostgreSQL. It says write a query to list the candidate who possesses all the required skills for the job. Sort the output by candidate ID in ascending order. Quite simple. There are no duplicates in the candidate table. So this is the candidates table. There are no duplicates. So if you select star, it is here. Select star from candidate. Let's see what that looks like. If I want the code, see the candidate table. You can see we have the candidate ID and the skill. So this is a candidate. Oh, okay, this candidate is good in Python, Tableau. So this candidate met our requirements. So you could actually start with, let's select candidates. Okay, let's say select star. So since we only want to see, write a query to list candidates who possesses all the required skills. You can say select candidate ID to see the candidates. So I want to see the candidate example input. So our output is only the candidate ID. You can say select the candidate. Let me just copy that real quick. This candidate ID to save time. I say select candidate ID from candidates. If you now say where, you use the where clause to filter where the skill of the candidate, this skill here, where the candidate must have these three skills, which is Python, Tableau, and SQL. Let's copy that. So I could use the in clause there. First skill I'll open a bracket. I'll just use Python, Tableau, and PostgreSQL. That should work fine. Since that should work fine. Quite straightforward. Let me see the request example output explanation. Let's see. That should solve the challenge. Let's run the code. Ooh, error. Python does not exist. Oh, I have to put all this in quotes. Yeah, my mistake. I have to put it in quotes since they are text data type, they are not number. So we put it in quotes just to make that easy. So let's run the code one more time. Aha, so you can see all these candidates met the requirement of the skills. So let's submit that and see that we are right. Oh, your query output doesn't match the solutions output. What is the solution output? Solution says candidate ID 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. The result is going to be just two candidates, which is the candidate ID of 1, 2, 3, and 4, 7. So I'm missing something here. So they're actually filtering it down. Let me look at my description. It says sort the output by candidate ID in ascending order. Okay, in ascending order. Okay. So write a query to list the candidate who possesses all of the required skills for the job. Sort the output by candidate ID in ascending order. So since we only have this, okay, 1, 2, oh, I can see repetition here. So what we have to do, okay, there are repetition. So this candidate has 3 skills: Python, Tableau, and PostgreSQL. So what we need to do, we need to count them. So you can say count the skill that the candidate actually have. You can count that skill just to limit that to only this. Okay, count the skill. So the output should be only candidate ID. Count skill. So I can copy the skill here. Count the skills. I'll put a comma here. Since I'm using count, I have to use a group by there. Group by. So I have to group it. So we know the candidate that possesses those skills. Group by candidate ID here. Group by candidate ID. So now let's see. Let's run the code again. Aha. Let's see. So the candidate actually have the 3 skills. You can see 3 skills. Okay, 3. Wow, all these candidates only have one of the skills. You see now, this has 2. So we only want to return candidates that have the 3 skills. So I have to filter it down. So I have to filter it down one more time. Since we only want to return 3 of these skills, only this candidate have 3 skills. You can say where the count of skills. You can use having. Since you actually go by, you can now bring in the having clause here, which candidate that is having count of skill probably is equals to 3. We have to say equals to exact number, which is 3, equals to 3. Yeah, so that should give us these candidates 1, 2, 3, and 1, 4, 7 only, because all these candidates have one of the skills. Okay, so let's see that. If I run the code one more time, we only have this. That's cool. So it now says the final instruction says sort the output by candidate ID in ascending order. So order, we can use the order by clause. Order by. Let me just copy that. We can say order by clause there. And by default, order by will sort it ascending by default. Let's run the column outline order by. But we don't want to see this count. The output says only the candidate ID. We don't want to see this count there. So I can just remove this count column here, this count clause here. So it should still work. So we should only have this result here. So it should still work fine. Ooh, form. Okay, I have a comma here. That's my mistake. So I have a comma there. Aha. Yeah. So it works fine there. That's great. So let's submit it one more time. We got it. So that's quite interesting, doing it one at a time. So I got that. So it now matches. So I could actually use goodbye, having count. I'll not necessarily be mentioning the count using the aggregate function in the select statement. That's interesting. Error solved. So let's move on to the next question. So I've gotten 2%, 2 question correctly. So let's solve this. Pages with no likes. Pages with no likes. So it says, assume you are given 2 tables containing data about Facebook pages and their respective likes, as in like a Facebook page. Write a query to return the IDs of the Facebook pages that have 0 likes. The output should be sorted in ascending order based on the page IDs. So let's return page table. Let's return all the records in the page table to see what they are. I see this page ID 212, 2001, 245, and so on. Page name. We didn't mention the like, so there's no page for like. So I actually have to find a way to solve that. It says write a query to return the page, the IDs of the page. So the IDs of the page. So you could say, rather than selecting star, let's return the page ID. The page ID only. The page ID. So if you have the page ID here, so let's say our expected output. So we only want to see the page ID that have 0 likes. So we have to assume there's a page. So this is page table. Example output. Page like. So there are 2 pages. There's page table and there is page likes example output. User ID, page ID, liked dates. How do we solve that? We have 2 tables, so we can just use not in. We can use not in. That's quite interesting. I'm looking for a way to solve this. We could assume that this page ID here, this is the page table. This is the page likes table. So definitely some pages here won't have this. I think this should be the overall page table. This is the master table containing all the pages you can see. Now let's bring this page likes table. Okay, let me just page likes. Let's on select star. Select star on page likes. Let's see if it's going to return. And so this is the page likes. Oh, that means these pages have likes. These pages here, which is overall pages, doesn't have it. So I have to work with the 2 tables. Okay, so let me now select. Let me bring this other one here. I'll write another query. Same query though. This time around, it will be page likes. That'll be here. So I'm using a technique to solve this. So this is the overall page, the pages table, which is the master table. The pages, this is the page like table containing those pages that have likes. So we just say select page ID from pages where not exist. So these pages that existed, the pages that actually have likes. So if you use the where clause to say where page ID not in this one, we say not in or will not exist. Okay, so if it is not in, where the page ID, let me just copy this real quick. Where this page ID here, not I think not in should work. Hmm. Hmm. Not in should work. So if you say where, hmm. So maybe if you're using filtering, you have to use this as a subquery. Let's use a subquery method there. So when I say select, I have to remove this. Select from page ID from pages where the page ID does not exist in this page like. So let's see that if it's going to make sense. If I run the code, you see page ID, okay, page ID 207. So this page ID doesn't exist here. Let me try to submit that first. Select page ID from pages where page ID not in this select clause here. Let's see if we are correct. Ooh, yeah, we know this. You can see, okay, I guess so. I guess so. So since this page ID, so the record that are in this page likes table are those tables that actually have likes. So this record that are here are the overall pages without like or unlike. So that's just the idea I used. So that's cool. That's cool. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, I've solved 3 of the question. Let's solve one more unfinished part. Tesla unfinished parts. So Tesla is investigating production bottlenecks and they need you or help to extract the relevant data. Write a query to determine which parts have begun the assembly process but are not yet finished. Let's see the assembly table. If you want the code, parts, finish date, assembly step. Okay. It says assumption. Part assembly table contains all parts currently in production, each at varying stages. It said part assembly table, okay, contains all parts. Okay, these are the parts. Okay, we can see battery, bumper, currently in production, each at varying stages of the assembly process. An unfinished part is one that lacks a finished date. Let's see finished date. Okay, which is now here. An unfinished part is one that lacks a finished date. This one is unfinished part. The question is straightforward, so let's approach it with simplicity in both thinking and solution. Effective April 11, 2023, the problem statement and assumption were updated to enhance clarity. It says, extra relevant, write a query to determine which parts have begun the assembly process but are not yet finished. Which parts have begun the assembly process but are not yet finished? Which parts? If you say, okay, part Abi, just select, rather than saying select star, let's say select parts and say write a query to determine which parts have begun the assembly process. Okay, assembly step, okay. Select parts, comma, assembly step. But it also said which part have begun the assembly process but are not yet finished. Have begun. Because some of them have been at least one step. But they say the an unfinished part is one that lacks a finished date. Finished dates here. Finished dates. You say write a query. Tell me which part have begun the assembly process but are not yet finished. Now say effective April 11, 2020, the problem statement and options were updated to enhance clarity. So part assembly table, part assembly example output, bumper. let's filter it on the finish dates. So this one doesn't have finish dates. You could say where finish dates says write a query to determine which parts have begun the assembly process but are not yet finished. Okay, that means all this one, that means all this battery, they have the finish date have been recorded. So the production part is finished already. So we want to see those that are not yet finished. Okay, I say an unfinished part is one that lacks a finished date. Okay, you see where the finished date is null. Because where the finished date is null, that should give us those which part have begun the assembly process but are not yet finished. Not yet finished. Oh, interesting. Let's run the code. Aha. So you can see. So this one they have assembly dates, assembly step finished. Okay, they've even done it 3 times. They have assembly parts 3 times, but the finished date is not recorded. So let's submit that. Oh, we nailed it. Interesting. Oops. Next question. Oh, we've solved 3 questions today. I guess we have to stop here because I have to go prepare for an important outing. All right. This is getting interesting. All right, so thanks for staying to the end of this live stream. So if you want to solve SQL questions like this and challenge yourself, I'll leave a link to this website, Data Lima, under the YouTube description. Click the link, it will take you straight to the website and you can register and start solving SQL challenges like this. If you want me to keep live streaming all these SQL challenges, let me know in the comment section and I will continue live streaming solving SQL challenges like this. But I'll be starting the Power BI SQL, Power BI upskilling, 100 days of Power BI next week also. So you want to subscribe right now so you join me live when I start from day 1 till day 100. Thanks for supporting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye and have a wonderful day.